Hello and welcome everybody to tonight's fantastic dinosaur action. This is going to continue to be Ghalta Stampede Tyrant focused, my favorite way to play dinosaurs. A few changes tonight. I just wanted to highlight my appreciation for Ghalta Stampede Tyrant, and well, if you're new here, dinosaurs can find success dropping massive bodies. They don't always have to be the traditional way, which has its own strengths, absolutely. But I just continue to play this and devastate opponents, as we saw last night. Oh my goodness, that was crazy stuff. Some minor tweaks for the sideboard. Get into everything overall. This is Explorer, or you could take it into Pioneer. I would be happy to take this to any tournament. As it is right now, I have splashed for black and blue and white in the past, as many of you know, but we're going back to red a little bit here. Packing a punch, focusing on this game plan, and Fierce Empath, continuing to use that part of the game plan, seeing key pieces and getting there. If I can execute my game plan, I don't have to do perhaps as much for any particular opponent. I just play the namesake, dropping all the creatures I have, and all the creatures I drop are big, so that's good. That's extra value for this ability with Ghalta. How do you get there though? As always, Sunken Citadel. It's a stable way. Lands, mana, poof, there you go. You don't need any creatures. You could, of course, to maybe get there a little bit faster, but Sunken, bubbly, orange bubbly tonight. But yeah, Sunken, tapping for 2 mana of the chosen color. That goes towards Castle Garenbrig. If you have 2 Sunkens plus Castle, you make 6 green, 3 lands, 6 mana. You get the idea. You sprinkle in a couple other lands, and all of a sudden you're making 8 for Ghalta. Or the plan B, which is like a plan A, basically, you're playing Tyrranax Rex oftentimes on turn 4, and well, that just puts many opponents on the back burner, the back foot, playing catch up, and they might not be able to catch up with this thing because they can't kill it, they can't counter it. They can make you sacrifice it, possibly with Sheoldred's Edict or a couple other things, but for the most part, chances are you should hopefully connect with this guy at least once. If it lives and they still can't get rid of it when it goes back around to their turn, I don't know, it might just be all over with that. But it's definitely all over when you drop this. Man. But yeah, Fierce Empath continues to feel lovely. Right, sideboard-wise, back to nature. Last night, that was the lovely Thrashing Brontodon, which kind of put in the work a little bit. However, I've been facing more 5-color Fires of Invention, Enigmatic Incarnation decks. For anybody that isn't aware, I'll bring up the Enigmatic Incarnation. Do I have it? Maybe I don't even have it. Oh my goodness. I could have sworn I had at least one copy of Enigmatic Incarnation. Okay, there it is. Alright, Enigmatic Incarnation, Fires of Invention. You can play stuff for free. They play enchantments for free or creatures. But with this and with that deck, they sacrifice one of their enchantments and search for a creature with a mana value equal to the sacrificed enchantments plus 1. If they sacrifice an enchantment that costs 4, could be any enchantment, they search for something big, something bad, and oftentimes that is Elesh Norn, Mother of Machines, which doubles up on their enter the battlefield effects, enchantments, creatures, all that stuff, and it stops ours. I've lost to this particular deck because they grab Elesh Norn. However, I did take them down twice, 2 different opponents this evening. For whatever reason, this particular deck is creeping back up in popularity. It's not much of a pain. Well, it's a little bit of a pain if you're not prepared for it. But yeah, maybe it performed in some tournament. I didn't look at the most recent results, and perhaps this would be kind of high up there. But for that deck, back to nature. We're back to not worrying about facing it. I don't too much with Thrashing Brontodon, and possibly Archdruid's Charm. If we have enough mana, maybe Archdruids could possibly exile an enchantment, and exile gets around indestructible. Sometimes there are indestructible gods, the Theros gods, Xenagos and whatnot, so it's nice you can still get rid of that. Lovely, lovely stuff. But back to nature, 1 and a green, destroy all enchantments. Pretty self-explanatory for a deck that focuses and hinges on needing enchantments to do a whole lot of anything. Poof, there you go. Instant speed, you wait for the opponent to maybe cast Fires of Invention for 4. They can cast 1 more spell for free. Excuse me. Oftentimes that is part of the namesake there, Enigmatic Incarnation. They might sacrifice Fires of Invention to search for Elesh Norn to prepare for the next turn, or they might preserve both. However, Back to Nature can take out both at instant speed before Enigmatic Incarnation has a chance to do anything. And that is extra good. Just, I've seen opponents scoop when I do that. They're raging because perhaps they didn't even know a card like Back to Nature exists. For any of you who have been watching me for a while, you know I used this before. Oh, well, that's going to be lovely. Analyze the Pollen. I saw it suggested in the Discord today, and if anybody isn't in the Discord, if you use it, definitely consider joining. Link in the description. However, Analyze the Pollen, I'm thinking I'm going to bring it in whenever I face off against Mono Black Waste Not, kind of like Leyline of Sanctity, which I would always bring in. Give myself hexproof. Boom. That deck can't target me. However, they make you discard stuff. Analyze the Pollen. There's a very real possibility we can collect Evidence 8, exiling cards with a total mana value 8 or greater, and we search our library for a creature or a land, and we put it into our hand for 1. That's, oh my goodness, it's a much better Fierce Empath, but it's not much of a hoop to jump through. When everything costs so much, there you go. And Analyze the Pollen costing 1 green, that is very important. Oftentimes I'm keeping a hand that is good, that doesn't have Leyline of Sanctity, because I want to try and make it work, and I do. But then I draw into the Leyline of Sanctity. I may not have any sources of white to play it, so it is just a dead card. And I don't like dead cards, so this anytime useful. Hit another land drop, grab a forest on turn 1, turn Analyze Pollen into something that Mono Black Waste Not can't get rid of. They can't make me discard a land unless it's go blank and I only have 2 cards left in my hand. But other than that, we'll get them. We'll get them. Brotherhood's End continuing to be in. If we face off against I'm addressing the aggressive matchup, and we'll get them with this. But if I just go fast enough, often enough, maybe I don't even need to bother sweeping. I just keep executing on this game plan, devastating opponents, possibly switch out Brotherhood's End. I've tried it before. Some sort of cheap creature that's big, either it gains life, it makes multiple creatures that cost 3 or 2, bring it in for those aggressive matchups to buy myself a little bit of time, and all I need to do is buy time, and the opponent's dead. Definitely when it is aggro, they're dead when this drops. Oh my goodness, just bashing right through everybody. Pithing Needle as well for Quintorius Canned Discover combo. Copying Quintorius and then playing Trumpeting Carnosaurs. Everybody has haste. Nasty stuff. Or Sorin. So we got Vein Ripper, Sorin, poof. Amalia Explorer, well, we'll do our thing. Brotherhood's End for Amalia. Take out all the small stuff. Hope they haven't popped off too much. It is fairly consistent, so if I really absolutely wanted to hate against it, perhaps I'd bring back in Giant Cindermaw. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. It's a very lovely deck. I don't know if it's going to get banned. I know a lot of people are wishing for that to happen. It is just rough. Rough stuff. Alright. Now, I don't think I'm going to have as good a start as last night. That was an absolutely amazing example. But we'll see. It could happen. Oh my goodness, top decking the last land I needed to play Ghalta. Oof, poof, and that hand is poof. Perfect. 3 lands, 2 Castle Garenbrigs, that's very nice. Sylvan Scrying is going to grab Sunken, and then with those 4 lands I can make 6. A very good chance Commune is going to dig to find a Sunken Citadel. We'll go with that on turn 1, because turn 2 is going to be taken up by Sylvan. I could draw an Archdruid's Charm, play that on turn 3, and all of a sudden I missed a window to use Commune. It stays in my hand where I could get some nice benefit from it here. We might need a land, just in case. We might not, but yeah, we'll play it safe. Who knows what we're facing? Oh, soldiers. Boros soldiers, perhaps. I will get the Castle Garenbrig down, definitely. Hopefully, Tyrranax Rex is going to be fast enough. Or we just possibly draw another Sunken Citadel, something like that. At the moment, I don't need any more lands, which is pretty cool. Sunken plus the forest, that's a total of 6 with the forest and the castle that I have out. Stomping Ground plus the other castle, we're looking at 8. Too little, too late? Well, you never know. 5 color soldiers, perhaps. Secluded Courtyard, they name soldier, so it can tap for a mana of any color for that creature type, and Cavern of Souls. Interesting. Well, they haven't dealt any damage to me, so that does feel, excuse me, quite nice indeed. Commune with Dinosaurs, we'll maybe grab a Ghalta. Okay, well, we'll grab a Carnage Tyrant. I want to play for next turn. I think that's pretty fantastic. Kind of curve out, I guess, for this deck. Carnage turn 4, Tyrranax Rex turn 5, and hopefully that's enough. It should be pretty scary. Again, still being at 20, I like it. Now, will Warden of the Inner Sky use its ability to... okay, just sort of mono-white soldiers, perhaps. Oh, that's not fun. Valiant Veteran, it's a pretty good lord. Decent enough. It does lord things, powering up other creatures you control of its type. Soldier. We'll see. Brotherhood's End would be quite devastating against this deck. I'm definitely going to bring it in. I don't even have 2 sources of red. I do have one with Stomping Ground, but if I know I have Brotherhood's End that needs the 2 red, I'll play around that. Maybe name the first Sunken or choose red for the first Sunken. 6, 7, 8, 12. Technically, if they don't kill us next turn, we would kill them. If we get Ghalta. But I'm pretty sure we're dead. They might play another Valiant Veteran. This is potentially the only way to do it. Slim chance. Be surprised if we weren't dead. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. 12 at the moment. 7, 8, 9, 11. Okay, good. We got 11. I like 11. It's better than 12. Okay. Oh, they're going to tap 3 more. This is interesting. If we draw one certain card, they die. How cool is that? Oh my goodness. I'm going to press the UFC clip so hard. I guess I got to find a better one. It's hard to top Joe Rogan and his commentator friends there. Oh, just perfect. Okay. Here goes nothing. Ghalta? Oh, maybe Ghalta. Boy. Oh, that's... Palani's Hatcher, 3 blockers. Okay, close but no cigar, but we did have an out. We had something that we could have seen, would have won. Of course, we didn't need any of those lands. You can see how quickly that changes. Well, I needed one of them. I didn't need the castle or a stomping or forest. There is a very real possibility one of those could have been Ghalta. Keep in mind, we were a quarter of the way through the deck, so that's a decent chance to see it. Ooh, a Fierce Empath a little bit earlier on, possibly on turn 3 there, or that previous turn, when I played the second Sunken. Well, I did use Sylvan Scrying. Okay, you get the idea. Brotherhood's End or Fierce Empath. Is this a super aggressive list that I would want Brotherhoods? I really have to see it, and it really can mess things up a little bit too much. We'll see. I might trim it. I'm going to keep it. We're on the play. Bring in Brotherhood's End when they're on the play. If it goes to game 3, buy us a little bit of time there as they start to explode and play a bunch of their soldiers. Pretty interesting, though. We didn't see any other soldier that wasn't white. I have to imagine they're in there. They're using the unclaimed territory in the Cavern of Souls. It's got to be. Yeah. Some sort of sweeper. Or we just go faster. Did I need a sweeper that previous game? Technically not, which is a pretty cool thing. Okay. Yeah, maybe trimming a sweeper from the sideboard, and if I have to go faster, I go faster in a different way. Aggro doesn't have a whole lot of interruption, so I can go with a more fragile game plan that allows me to see Ghalta, or just achieve what I'm looking to achieve. That hand, I think it could do it. Commune and Sylvan, I mean, we're going to be grabbing Castle Garenbrig. Commune is going to search for one of those two pieces, Castle or Sunken. Pretty good chance they're in the top 5. That's the theory, at least. I haven't seen one of 8 lands. Well, let's cross the fingers. Not quite. We'll grab it, though. We only have one other land. We would have had only one other land in our hand. That feels better. If we draw an Archdruid's Charm, we'll go with Stomping Ground, Sylvan to grab Castle. We want to keep... Excuse me. We want to keep 3 green, potentially. Okay, I can work with that. Watch me draw Archdruid's Charm next turn, and I'm kicking myself. Oh boy, hopefully it's not jinxed. It's actually pretty decent. I don't really mind facing this particular Soldiers deck. I guess it is Azorius colors with Dominaria United. They got quite a bit of support for this particular color combination. And if you're a deck focusing on one specific creature type, you might as well toss in Cavern of Souls and protect yourself against a little bit of those counter spells if you face them. Right, Commune. Another Sylvan, another Archdruids. Or just straight up Sunken Citadel. That would be pretty good. We couldn't make 6 next turn, but the turn after really could be Vaultborn. Deafening Silence. Each player can't cast more than one non-creature spell each turn. I'm not really casting ever more than one non-creature spell. I'll take it. Fine by me. Oftentimes I'm casting creatures, so Deafening Silence isn't going to be putting in too much work. Man, I just really want to power up that Warden of the Inner Sky there. If it means less damage towards me, I'm perfectly fine with that. Go a little bit slower. Ooh, beautiful. Yeah, Fierce Empath. We'll grab Carnage Tyrant. Just to potentially have a nice, scary creature to put down. That's the cheapest big thing that we can grab. We already have a Palani's Hatcher, so if we draw another land next turn, possibly we'll go with Palani's Hatcher. We'll see. Just to have multiple blockers, at the very least, Fierce Empath. We got something big. We stop ourselves taking At least 2 damage. Warden of the Inner Sky. I believe it's gonna get flying coming up here. Pretty sure. Yeah, it's gonna get 3 or more counters. That's not too bad. It is a little bit scary facing off against something flying that is that big. Might as well save myself taking 2. Ooh, there's Ghalta. Rough stuff. Oh, wait, that's it. What am I thinking? There she goes. Haze of Pollen. Also, Haze of Pollen is pretty darn good. Commander Crane. I remember you suggested that and I used it for a couple nights. That'd be alright. Haze of Pollen instead of Brotherhood's End. Pretty fantastic stuff. It's in my colors. If all I need to buy is 1 turn, the opponent leaves themselves exposed. There you go. If I have multiple Haze of Pollens, that just might be all I need. If I know I'm going to make 8 next turn, but I'm not going to survive the swing from an opponent like this, I'm going to have to think about that. I gotta say though, Brotherhood's End, very nice. As I mentioned last night, its potential to destroy all artifacts, taking out the damping sphere, which hurts me, and torpor orb, all kinds of treasures, clue tokens, that sort of stuff. It's tempting to have that ability, but I definitely don't need to go into red just to destroy artifacts, that's for sure. Oh, yeah, boom, 100%, wow. Lovely stuff right there. We're looking at 6. If we draw any other land, will be 7. 3 lands, one of them being Castle. Turn 3, Archdruid is going to grab and put Sunken onto the battlefield. I love it. Possibly sprinkle in Fierce Empath somewhere in the mixture. Well, we'll get rid of Fierce Empath. Oh boy, I like that Castle Garenbrig. We got to preserve Vaultborn Tyrant. Well, hopefully they don't have too much more discard, hand hate. Okay, it looks like perhaps just a sort of regular mono black mid-range. That could be good for us. Not super fast. They have some... Okay, it's an interesting mono black waste knot variation. You don't always see Gifted Aetherborn in that particular type of list, but well, they lose. Watch this. They don't actually lose this coming turn, but they've basically lost by this point. I'm able to make 7. The turn after that's going to be 8 for Ghalta, and poof. What you gonna do? We can't kill it for 1. Maybe they make me sacrifice it, then I get a copy. Fine by me. If the Gifted Aetherborn attacks... Oh shoot. Oh, I'm nuts, man. I wish I had... Oh, another Vaultborn, my goodness.
I am inevitable.
There we go. Dead. Lights out. Oh, you have 24 health, doesn't matter. Extra dead, super dead. Can't take Palani's Hatcher out with 1 black. Ugh.
Get him a body bag!
Ouch. Alright. Just gotta do it again. But like I mentioned, when I'm gonna face off against Mono Black Waste Knot, kinda cool that we're facing it now, analyze the pollen. Do I like Fierce Empath? Well, if I have it in my hand and I haven't played it, Fierce Empath is the thing I would discard, so we'll trim it. And again, analyze the pollen is basically like Fierce Empath. I'm hoping to dig and grab a specific creature, as this would do, but it can also grab me a basic, so it's pretty nice. What I always want to use, analyze the pollen, instead a Fierce Empath? I don't think so. I like the case of Fierce Empath entering game 1. I think it's better in general to grab a big thing and have Fierce Empath left. Okay, well, that's it's perfect. 2 Sunken's Castle and a Stomping. Oh my goodness. Okay, they're gonna have to have a lot of hand hate. But they can't get rid of the ability of us making 7 mana, which is extra good. Commune, definitely grab Tyrranax Rex. There we go. We'll be playing that hopefully on turn 4, but if it's discarded, we can use Analyze the Pollen. Tyrranax Rex is 7, and then Commune with Dinosaurs is 1. We could collect Evidence 8 if we lost T-Rex. Now, do I need the Forest? Technically not, no. I want to keep everything I have. I like that. You know what? I'll pay the 2 life. Archdruids will search for and put another land out. Then Castle. Yeah. Actually, I'll search for Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. And like it was last night, if I draw land for the turn... Well, never mind. We'll get there. We'll get there. Do I want to Analyze the Pollen to grab Ghalta? You know what? Let's do that. Let's try that. See what happens. I think that could work. Yeah. Archdruids, grab that land. Another Castle Garenbrig, just in case they have land destruction. That's never fun. Right, let's collect it and see how much hand hate they have. Oh boy, love it. Boom, there we go. We got what we wanted to get. And we drop a Carnage Tyrant. Liliana probably is going to -2, but they might just be dead. It's perfectly fine as long as they don't have a Thoughtseize. We got them. Oh, wait. I don't want to do Sunken. They can make use of the 2 black, so I'm going to hope they can't. If the Etherborn is not it. Oh, beautiful. Got it. Smoked. Oh!
Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! But not for me!
Oh my. I love that. That was pretty much picture perfect. I think I sequenced it pretty right. Feels like the right way to go about it. Yeah. Got him. Maybe not with the life gain. Okay, exactly lethal. They went down to -2 and they gained 2 to bring them to 0. Man, I can't write stuff that good. Alright, well, Analyze the Pollen gets a thumbs up from me. As the thing, whenever I face off against Mono Black Wastenod, bring it in and poof. Oh shoot, I got rid of a big thing and now I get to grab the exact big thing that I'm looking for. Ghalta. And it's kind of cool. Haze of Pollen. I could be using that plus Analyze the Pollen. Analyze the Haze of Pollen. The opponent is left in a daze from the haze because we smoked him. Smoked him good. Oh, well. Nah. 2 lands, Archdruids. If it was a Commune, maybe Commune instead of Regisaur Alpha. I know it would be digging for the 3rd land that it would need for Archdruid, so we'll put that to the... Oh, yeah, it got worse. Okay, 1 more. Well, we got to keep something at some point there, and that's going to be it. Send Tyrranax Rex to the bottom. I was thinking of keeping Tyrranax Rex just because it could be more durable certain situations. Hopefully this isn't Amalia Explore, but I kind of feel like it might. Nope. Sometimes Gilded Goose. I mean, I've seen it a little bit. Fortunately, there has been a Thoughtseize, and well, there we go. I'm making 7 on turn 4 once again. Perfect. I hope. They have a potential 5 mana here. Maybe it's some sort of shenanigans or something. Good, good. I like this. Hopefully they don't have Boseiju who endures. I think that is a very real possibility. As long as they don't, I'm feeling nice. Oh boy, they do. They don't. Okay, well, they don't have counter spells, I'm pretty sure, so we'll just drop this and poof. Try and see what they have. Hopefully drawing Ghalta or drawing a land, and you get the idea. We'll see what we draw the next few ones. Our draw for the turn, and possibly if Vaultborn Tyrant goes down. If we get a land, Fierce Empath grabs Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. If we get Ghalta, we hope to draw a land. Oh, binding, that's not too much of a problem. A lovely enchantment saga. First lore counter, you just destroy something and then search. Okay, well, I like this. I'm just going to play another one and they'll probably quit. They're not coming back from this. We got 8. That's... I don't know. I think it's going to be pretty hard for them. Vaultborn. If you're using Vaultborn, you're using all 4 Vaultborn. A little bit late on that. What are they going to grab? I don't know. We could do double Fierce Empath, but I might just do Carnage Tyrant and lock it up. Everything is scary and nasty. They could have Extinction Event. That would be very problematic. I would lose both Vaultborn Tyrants, but I have gotten a bunch of card draw, some life gain, and well, we can play anything in the deck with the lands we have. Feeling good. Yes. They exiled that. That's fine. Oh! Okay, wow, that's good game. That's it. We can't attack with everybody. Oh. Wow. Put both those out. And all the Fierce Empaths, and we're just... Technically, I'm drawing 4 cards. Fierce Empath putting big things back into my hand. Let's do another Ghalta. Let's do a... This is actually quite hilarious. I'm putting another Ghalta and a Tyrranax Rex in my hand, plus the... Oh, and a... Oh, my... They see what I've put in my hand, and they know it's deadly. And if they sweep... They're like, this is... Oh, mind-boggling. I love revealing information. It makes the opponent just... tilted. Tilted is the word. Okay. All right. We're going to look to do that again. A general green and black mid-range, I think. Scary stuff. Lots of removal, sacrificing pieces, ramp. So we got to respect the potential of losing a lot of stuff. And we saw the Thoughtseize. However, stuff dying, analyze the pollen better than Fierce Empath, possibly. We'll try that. Just because it's a deck that things could die. Excuse me. But if it was against an aggressive deck, analyze the pollen probably wouldn't make a lot of sense. I wouldn't be discarding things. Things wouldn't be dying. Things probably wouldn't be going to the graveyard. No. It was good enough for me. 4 lands. Even if they get rid of some of this, there's a very good chance I'm going to draw into a Sylvan Scrying or an Archdruid's Charm. It's not in my opening hand, so it's technically protected against Thoughtseize, which is very nice. I love it. Turn 1 Thoughtseize from them is not super painful. Oh, shoot. Turn 1 Thoughtseize. The usual. Oh, there's the Commune. And again, what do we do with Commune if we're facing off a deck? Facing off against a deck that could have it. You grab Sunken. Boom. There you go. Like butter. Like I've done it before. And we analyze the pollen to get a Ghalta. Huh. Exile Ghalta get? I like the... Okay. I'm on the analyze the pollen train. 1 green Ghalta. Huh. Seems good. That gets a thumbs up from me. They discarded a Ghalta and a... Wow. I don't know. It's clear as mud. Clear as day for me, at least, how cool that is. Maybe they just have a bunch of removal and I'm not playing anything they can remove. Mastermind's acquisition. This could be a little bit scary. They're searching their library for a card and putting it into their hand. It's definitely going to be something nasty. Something that could get rid of Carnage Tyrant. But I don't mind it because I'm going to be dropping Tyrranax Rex now. Next turn. After we lose Carnage, Ghalta the turn after T-Rex, possibly, if it makes sense to do so. To invoke Despair could be coming up for 5. Maybe. Deadly Cover-Up, that's fine. It's perfectly fine. We drop this, you better have another one. You're down to 10. If we draw a creature that gives everybody haste, Palani's Hatcher or Regisaur Alpha, definitely dead. Huh. That might do it. We'll go with the Commune. We'll see if we can find another T-Rex to finish him off. Well, we got a Palani's Hatcher, which is also very lovely, but we'll go with Carnage Tyrant. And that should probably lock it up, I would think. Hopefully. They're going to go Deadly Cover-Up plus Ghalta, I think. Ripping it with Thoughtseize. It's not too bad. Just hope they don't have 2 Thoughtseizes. Actually, they can't because they killed themselves. That's kind of funny. Now we have to hope they don't have removal for Palani's Hatcher. Perhaps they don't. Cross our fingers. They don't. Ooh. A top deck analyzed the pollen. I got to admit, that's probably a lot better than Fierce Empath. Yeah. Huh. Lovely stuff. There's a very real possibility I can make 9 mana. That's happened many times before. I top deck and analyze the pollen. I see Ghalta. And I maybe drop all the big creatures that I have. Or I just top deck Ghalta. More chances to see what I want to see right away as fast as possible. Okay. Next match. Probably go for about an hour. My mom is up for a couple days, so I want to let her go to sleep in the guest room where I record as always. Yeah, we'll see. My wife and my mom are actually sewing quilts right now. JT. Oh, if it was 3 lands, I'd probably try it. Nice to see Commune. If one of these was a castle, maybe castle plus Stomping Ground. Commune to dig for a Sunken, hopefully see a Sylvan or an Archdruid's. That's better. Actually, that's quite a bit better. Yeah, Regisaur to the bottom. There might come a time where we can play Carnage Tyrant. Oh, and a Ghalta too. But where we can play Carnage Tyrant. We got the potentially 5-color Fires of Invention. Not Karuga. Yorion is the companion. But it is a little bit of a slower deck. We can go with Sunken. We won't have 3 potentially next turn. But just finding the Sunken really could make all the difference. This actually could be Quintorius, maybe. It's not going to be a pretty sight. Sylvan, though, we search for something that enters untapped. Another castle, which we play next turn and possibly grab another Sunken or die to Golos. Golos is not too bad. I don't mind that. So it's 5-color Golos stuff. They need a total of 7 to activate his ability. Now the question becomes, do I want to take out Golos now? Should I take out Golos now? I think we have to do that. We gotta do it. Gone, don't ask questions. And let's hope that bought us time. I think it could have. Very scary potential to see it pop off. Yes, I think they could have done that. They could have activated his ability. I should really read it for you guys if you're unfamiliar. They can spend 2 and 1 of each color, a total of 7. Exile the top 3 cards of their library, and they may play them this turn without paying their mana cost. That is just, well, it's not something I want to face down. Fortunately, we got the Sylvan, which is another Sunken, and now if they don't kill us coming up, their chances have sunken. They have to do something absolutely nasty. They got something up their sleeve, I think. Chandra, Torch of Defiance may not be it. What are they going to play for? Oh, okay. That is still death for them. They have a potential mana of any color, so we do got to keep that in mind. But as long as, yeah, that tends to do the trick. Ooh. There you go. I hope. Pretty sure that's it. Yeah. Ow, ouch.
Ruthless aggression.
No. I should have pressed Ruthless Aggression a little bit earlier. That's what's on the thumbnail tonight. I'm disappointed in myself. All right. But 5 colors, you have to imagine if you're scared about facing a certain deck that is a couple colors, whichever deck is most painful for you, whatever deck you're using, something with 5 colors. They got all the best stuff. Sometimes they have all of the scariest stuff. Okay. Do I like Pithing Needle? Basically shuts down all of it. If we named Golos, they couldn't activate his ability to spend 7 and play 3 things from the top of their library for free. We could shut down Chandra, yeah. Or we just stick to the game plan. I think it's pretty decent. Again, it's a little bit of a slower deck. I don't think we have to change up much of anything. Yeah, I mean, we got rid of Golos. We likely saved ourselves from possibly being blown out. That's a keepable hand, though. A 100. Oh.
Grant me revenge. And if you do not listen, then the hell with you.
It wasn't even Azorius control, which happens sometimes. The Azorius control opponent, rightfully so, they see themselves get beat up in game 1 with Tyrranax Rex, and they know they have basically no chance. They can't counter, they can't target a ton of heavy hitters, and it feels hopeless. Or possibly they lose in game 1. Azorius control does. They throw a bunch of sweepers, and I still just kill them with lots of hasty damage. Yeah. Oh. My oh my. Okay, well, on to the next one. We'll see how fast it goes. I don't think it's going to be quite that fast, but you never know. Oh, hopefully everybody is having a good night. Good start to the week. Rolling into Wednesday. Oh my goodness. Maybe I'm going to finally face the Azorius control opponent. Hopefully. That would be a nice nightcap, but overall everything has been picture perfect, I have to think. Some interesting decks for sure. Stuff that isn't super common, but Oh, give me a perfect hand, why don't you? That is all I need, technically. Sylvan Scrying is going to grab Castle Garenbrig and poof. So hopefully I see no more lands. No more Sylvan Scryings as well. Yeah, I love it. Or another Sunken thrown in the mixture somewhere there would be pretty fantastic. Now we do see, again, black and green. It could mean Amalia. Oh boy. Oh, maybe not. We'll go with Sylvan Scrying though. We'll dodge the Thought Seize that the opponent might have, grab the castle, and we'll set ourselves up. But yeah, sadly seeing that forest. A Golgari Midrange, maybe. Get the Sheltered Thicket down. We'll cycle this Sheltered Thicket. So technically this is very good. I do love seeing Sheltered Thicket. Really could have played Castle Garenbrig and then cycled both of those. That would have been better. Sunken Citadel, its ability to tap for 2 mana for a land with an activated ability can be used on the cycling of Sheltered Thicket. Oh boy. I guess it could be Amalia, maybe. Maybe not. Huh. See what we get. Field of Ruin is going to take out Castle Garenbrig, I think. They're going to wait. But I'm just not going to play Castle Garenbrig. Possibly. Okay, that's fine. That's how she goes. We'll get there. Eventually. Probably. They haven't done a whole lot. I mean, they only have a Sentinel of the Nameless City. I'm not too scared about that. I might bring in Pithing Needle just to stop Field of Ruin. The opponent is going to get a taste for shutting down my game plan, and they might prioritize Field of Ruin. Maybe. Yes. At least I had a forest as backup. I don't have too many left. So if they have more Field of Ruins, that really could ruin our chances. Honestly. Go with Fierce Empath. We got a creature to block that Sentinel of the Nameless City. Might as well grab a Carnage Tyrant to at the very least have something to play next turn. This is also why I'm excited about Fierce Empath. I at least continue to get that play for 6 mana off of Castle Garenbrig's ability. Poof, there we go. In a sense, I gained 3 life, sort of. I stopped myself taking 3 damage. However you want to consider it. Now will we just straight up lose Carnage Tyrant? It's hard to say. Tyrranax Rex next turn at the very least, maybe, but I'm pretty sure Sheoldred's Edict is maybe coming down hot. Well, at least try to trade with Sheoldred. I don't think they're going to attack with it. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Yeah. We block it, they blitzed it. Fine by me. Oh boy, okay. Well, we have a little bit of time here. Definitely playing Tyrranax Rex. 100%. Attack with it, see what they do. Sheoldred might trade. They might not. And this could be all we need. Another Tyrranax Rex next turn off of Ghalta. If both hit, they do enough with the poison. Oh, okay, well, you better have 2 Thought Seizes. Oh, they don't. Oh, interesting. Okay, do they have 3? Oh, did they have 3? What? That's no fun. 3? I would have assumed they'd get rid of both Ghaltas instead of T-Rex, but I guess that does make pretty good sense. All right, there we go. No real sense to play Ghalta. We'll attack with everybody and we'll see what they do, if anything. Restless Cottage certainly is something. They don't know we have Archdruid's Charm. This is going to be possibly death for the opponent. You know what? I want to preserve Actually, this is quite hilarious. Carnage Tyrant goes to 8 power, trades with both of those creatures, but it shoots Shieldred. This is perfect. Tyrranax Rex's damage continues on through. I still have my creature. They're down to 4, and I lose basically everything they have. Love it. Oh. I was almost going to use Tyrranax Rex on Shieldred, but then Carnage Tyrant wouldn't have taken out both of those. I needed a total of 8 damage and needed to bring up Carnage Tyrant's power to 8. There you go. Archdruid's Charm coming in clutch. But what's also going to come in clutch with this deck, absolutely, to analyze the pollen. And the opponent is analyzing what they could possibly do to stop what I'm doing. Whew. Lovely stuff. This would be a pretty good nightcap. Nope. Again, this is good. We know the opponent has multiple... Well, everybody has multiple Thoughtseizes. But like it happened before, I got a bunch of lands for... Seeing 4 lands in a deck that has only 20 is good, but I also don't have those early things that search for something. So Thoughtseize can't get... Oh, okay. Well, they didn't go with turn 1 Thoughtseize, so that just might mean they don't have it. As long as Archdruid's Charm stays there, I like our chances. I like them quite a bit. Perfect. Get the Archdruid's Charm and Castle Garenbrig to the side there. I want to make sure I can cast it, but with Cavern of Souls we'll be making... We'll wait. Really. We'll wait and see if they destroy Castle Garenbrig with a Field of Ruin. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Regular Golgari Midrange. Yeah, it's got to be Sunken. I was almost thinking of searching for Ghalta, but I don't have a play next turn if I search for Ghalta. If a Sunken was out and I was going to play Cavern, definitely I think I would search for Ghalta. Big time. Eventually. Once they get sorted out. They could have Beseiju who endures. It could take out Castle Garenbrig, so cross your fingers. That's not... Okay, well, Commune with Dinosaurs. You know what, let's search for Ghalta. Let's do it. See what they have. Oh, there's Ghalta. Let's go. Alright. If you have Thoughtseize, you might win. If you don't, you die. If Ghalta stays, they die. It's that simple. And I love when things are simple. Oh boy, cross your fingers that they don't get it. Oh, they got it. They saved themselves from immediate death. I thought it was worth a try. Or we could top deck analyze the pollen. That would be pretty good. Or another Ghalta. I think Vaultborn Tyrant should help us stabilize a little bit. I hope. Oh boy. Kind of wish I had Leyline of Sanctity in that case. Then they'd be definitely dead. Super dead. Right. Vaultborn it is. Stabilize a little bit. We only gain 1 life. We lose 2 from Shieldred. We gain 3, but playing another Vaultborn next turn could be good. We'll block Shieldred if they attack with her. 100%. Field of Ruin, that could be problematic. Taking out Castle Garenbrig is gonna... Well, we will only be able to make 7 next turn. Fortunately, the game has gone on a little bit, so whenever they take out a Castle Garenbrig, it's not super detrimental. Will they attack with Tireless Tracker, knowing that Vaultborn Tyrant is just gonna block? Will they have 2 pieces of removal? That could also be a very real possibility. That would take quite a bit of mana just to get rid of Vaultborn. Boy. That's okay. We figured that would happen. I don't... Oh, yeah, they don't attack with anything. That is lovely. But I definitely want to play Vaultborn. I want to gain... Well, I gain 2 life. That's pretty good. Actually, I can... Oh!
I am inevitable.
Got him. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all... Oh, and another one.
Good Lord, what is happening in there?
Hey, I've seen this one. This is a classic. This is
Ruthless aggression.
What do you mean you've seen this? It's brand new.
Not today. Yeah, you've seen this before, haven't you? Oh, man. No, yeah. Oh my goodness, that was exactly on the dot. 1 hour, as it just changed. 1 hour right there. Pretty much. There's a bit of a delay when I start the stream, but lovely all around for anybody that is asleep, which I imagine many of you are. Hopefully you got some good sleep. Hopefully work goes well. And if it's not going well, I hope it goes better. And I hope you have a good drive to work or a drive home, whenever it is, wherever it is. That was an absolute, basically perfect night. I couldn't have asked for really anything better. The namesake Ghalta Stampede Tyrant, the perfect nightcap of a scenario. Just keep waiting. Vaultborn Tyrant. Draw them out. They're not going to attack with Sheltered because I'm going to trade and take her out. They're going to lose the potential to gain life. I'm going to block the Tireless Tracker because it wasn't big enough to trade with a Vaultborn, so that didn't make sense. And patience, and you get to do something like that. All right. See you next time. Peace. Oh, and take a big bite out of that like button. Don't forget to do that. Man, that was good. So good. Super good.
But you can't do this to me.
You know how much I sacrificed?